who can reach king in less than 12 weeks? I like to say it like that, less than 12 weeks. What does that mean? Yes, that's true. That means that they make 20,000 US dollars every single month. Wow, I'm excited about it because guess what? They've done it already. So guess what? They're the best one to show us how we can do it too. Like I said, he's built an amazing organization all across the globe. He's helping everybody, and whoo, I don't know how he does it. So let's bring to the forefront of the room the man who definitely knows the facts and the figures, definitely know how to get your mind in shape. It's okay if you out of whack right now. He's gonna get us back in shape and show us how do we build this business. So let's bring to the forefront my friend, my business partner, my coach, Mr. Clifton Wright. Clifton, are you on the call with us today?
Yes, good morning, LaWanda. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear, and I want to thank you publicly for all you do, sir, and you may take it away. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I want to thank you publicly. I mean, it's been an unbelievable ride already, man. We're just getting started. We go way back, and one of the great things about this industry is obviously a chance to change your lives financially, guys, but it's a chance also to be able to build amazing relationships, and being able to get a chance to work with Miss LaWanda Blackwood and some of the leaders that are on here. It's been so much fun. And so thank you, LaWanda, and welcome everybody. Yes, it's August 1st. Can you believe it, right? It's a brand new month. And I want to thank you. I want to welcome you on our call today. And of course, every Saturday at 11 p.m. Central, right, 12 p.m. Eastern, we've got people also calling in from the UK. I guess it's around 5 p.m. There's people in South Africa. I guess it's around 6 or 7 p.m. for you guys. But regardless, we do these calls every single Saturday. Really a chance to be able to get people's mind right, and also be able to build leadership, right? And so training is the key. And I'm certainly fired up. I'm excited. I'm blessed. I'm focused, driven, and committed. And I'm super grateful. It's a brand new month, guys, and we're all here. We have a chance to change everything that goes on moving forward, right? Yesterday is already gone. And so I just want to welcome all the new folks that have just recently joined Tradera, right? Congratulations. And for those of you that have been around for the last few months, I just want to welcome you guys. My wife and I got started with the company, for those of you that don't know, back in March, right? So it's been just about 4 months. And it's been so incredible. It's been challenging. It's been fun to me because I understand obviously the time frame that we're experiencing right now in the business. And so I just want you guys to, first of all, just say, be grateful. Be grateful that we're here at the right time. I believe it's the right time. And a lot of times when people start a new week, or maybe they start a new day, right, or they start a new month, we feel refreshed, right? We feel, a sense of newness, right? Like it's a chance to start over. And I certainly hope you guys are feeling that way. I certainly hope, you guys look back at July and say, whatever challenges, even whatever success you faced last month or yesterday, it's over, right? It's a brand new month to be able to set some new goals, right? Some new foundation, right? Some new, a new energy towards what's about to happen. And so what I want you guys to understand is that, we are excited about where we are, right? Because we understand where we are. And a big part of being in this business here with Tradera is really understanding where we are, guys, right? And my wife and I have been in this industry for the last 14 years. And what we do on these calls is not so much about getting you started in your business from a fundamental standpoint, from what to do so much, because I believe more than 90% of our success in this industry, and I promise you, I've been around so many incredibly successful people who have made a lot of money. I've built massive organizations, and I've learned from a lot of these people. But I want to let you know it's not the fundamentals, not the little things that how we do the business. Of course, the activities that we do are going to actually create results, right? Activity equal income. But nothing gets done. The activity never happens, guys, unless we're right, like our mentality is right. And so these calls that we do on a Saturday, I tend to focus more around leadership, right? About building a business, right? About the mindset that you need to succeed, right? Because I think you guys would agree that, if you've lived your life one way for so many years, maybe, in scarcity, maybe you've never had much financial success, right? Would you guys agree that your thought process, your thinking, your action, who you are, will change, must change for you to evolve and to be able to make, life-changing type of income, right? Would you guys agree on that? I think the answer is yes. And so one of the challenges that I've faced is that I've always had to evolve. I've always had to change. I've always had to, discipline my disappointments, right? I've always had to change mentally. And so I want you guys to understand, there's a few things that are happening in our company, a lot of things that are happening in our company. And this is your company, right? This is my company. This is all our companies, right? Because we're independent business owners. And so as we start this new month of August, I want you first to understand that I'm flat out excited about what's to come, right? And it all starts with the leadership, right? And guess who are the leaders of your business? You, right? And so we focus on developing leaders, but I'm going to be very open, very transparent with you guys, because I'm just an independent business owner, just like you in this company, right? But I'm going to tell you why I'm excited and why I'm here is because this company is the best that's out there, right? And the challenge is that we're going to face challenges, right? And one of the challenges that we're faced numerous challenges since I started, right? And that's because of where we are right now, guys. And I could not do a training without telling people where we are, right? When we set the right expectations around our business, people are okay with it because now they know what's expected. And so over the last week, our company's faced another challenge, and that challenge has to do with fraud, right? With account information being compromised, right? A lot of you guys should have received the email last night, right? It was a business email that came out from the company, right? And a lot of people were impacted with some fraudulent charges or information that went through on our accounts, right? And so what I want you guys to do is read that email, right? I'm not going to go through too much detail on that, but I want to tell you that those type of things can cause some people to be bent out of shape, right? Because they come in with, unfortunately, an employee mentality, right? And when you look at it from a business perspective, guys, and that's the way I've always looked at my business. I've always looked at it as a business. And that's why it's paid me and my family business type of income. And so I tell people all the time that the most important thing you can do for your success is to treat your business like a business. And so corporate explains everything in that email, guys. And bottom line is there's challenges with some of the accounts got compromised and people's credit card information and so forth. And here's what I want you to tell you. That email was very uplifting because it talked about the fact that this is not something that is uncommon, right? I work for the bank. For those of you that know me, I have a financial services background. For 20 years, I work with the bank. And I've seen where bank accounts have been compromised. These are people's money, right? And the banks are not limited with money. They have all the resources you can think of. And yet they're going to have security breach, right? From Facebook to, you name it. And Tradera is no different, guys. We're going to be impacted by people trying to sabotage, right? But here's what I want to tell you. You don't have to worry about anything, right? You're not going to be out financially. Yes, some of you may be impacted. And I appreciate you guys. And I apologize for any of that, right? But what I want to tell you guys is business as usual. Right? If you had a traditional business and you were impacted, you got to deal with it. And I want you guys to understand that Tradera is dealing with it. They have acknowledged it. They've taken their time to investigate it. They've taken their time to properly acknowledge it and put in the system. The system was a little bit, wacky a few days ago, right? That's because they were implementing new security measures. So what do you do? For those of you who haven't read the email, just read it. right? Get your card off there, switch out your card just in case, right? Put a new card in there, but just be confident that, you're not going to lose anything. It's not going to impact you. Maybe it's going to be a inconvenience for some of you, but just understand that, it's not going to impact you being able to build your business. And I'll tell you, sometimes fear and doubts creep into people. And what do? They step back rather than stepping forward, right? And that's what we're about, guys. We're about belief over here. And so I just want you guys to understand that our company's in what we call concentration, right? When you start a business and it's new and nobody knows about it, you don't make money, right? All you have is challenges. It's pre-launch, right? But guess what, guys? We're in concentration now. This is where people started to hear about Tradera, right? The fact is, when we started, people were hearing about us at the same time when we were having problems, and people made a lot of money. I spoke to one of our leaders yesterday in the midst of all of this, just got a check for $10,000 from Tradera. So with everything that's happened, guys, because our compensation plan is so great, people are still making crazy money. But I want to always think of where we are. We're not 100% perfect. We're not. But you don't want it to be perfect yet, right? We're at the point right now where we're starting to be perfect. We're starting, systems are in place, right? We now have a iPayout system. By the way, make sure you guys go and set up your iPayout so you can start earning money, right? I just upped my limit to $10,000 a day, which means that if you expect to get there, why not? Right? And so it's amazing that we're never going to have any commissions issues, right? Our systems are in place. They've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to make sure that our system is good. We've gone through an amazing transition. And for those of you who are new, good luck, you're fortunate, right? For those of you who have been in, you understand what I mean. But I just want to tell you guys, we're with you, right? And everything is going to be behind us, right? Because every great company has that story. But our new chapter starts today, right? It's August 1st. And I want to let you guys know, especially for the new folks, right? When we do these calls on Saturdays, we're not going to get into the trading side of our business, right? That's, you're paying $99 as a membership for your education. And that's where Tradera comes in. We have a lit trade house group. We have a community that is amazing for those of you that want to dive into the Forex part of what we do. But I want you guys to understand that, it is your business, right? You're an independent business owner, and part of that is you taking ownership. If you want to learn the Forex, get into your back office, download the manual, right? Right? Get started on the training, get the Forex basics started, right? But these type of calls, though, is for us to help you with your business. Right? Because you can make a big, big income over here, guys. So you have to learn the mindset and the skill set to be able to build an organization. We teach people all the time about moving from the employee mentality to become a business owner. And as you become a business owner, guys, yes, Tradera is there. Yes, they're going to give you the support. But the first support is you, right? It's you and your team. The idea is that we're here to build a business. Right? We're here to build a team. And most of us were not conditioned to build a business, be responsible, be a leader, right? That people can depend on. Most of us were not. So most of what we do in these training calls is really focus more on the leadership, giving you the right mentality. Because guess what? If you have the right mentality, I promise you, you're going to find out the way to do this business. You're going to seek the help, the step-by-step daily activities that you need to do to be able to capitalize and build a massive, massive business, right? I can tell you this from the bottom of my heart, guys, that you are in the right business. You are in the right company. You have joined the company at the absolute right time, right? We just have to focus on being the right you. And what's the right you? Well, the right you is somebody that, first of all, have the right mindset, right? We're going to talk about what we're going to focus on for this next 90 days. I want to talk a little bit about creating nobles, right? Creating success stories, right? But this is a partnership, right? What we've done is we've put together a team of leaders. It's leaders coming together. And when we talk about people like Miss LaWanda Blackwood, and we have Mr. Roy Lawrence, Mr. Saeed Campbell, we have so many amazing leaders, right? We have, leaders like Mr. Keith Williams. We have people like, Debbie and Georgia out of Dallas, Texas. We have, Miss Ormita Peer. We have so many amazing leaders, right, that have come together. And one of the things that you're going to find with all these leaders, they're always going to be positive. They're always going to be there to help. But we want to make sure that, our team has the right mindset. Because one of the things I can tell you is that Tradera is not going anywhere, right? They've invested a lot of money because they want to make sure that we have a business that works, right? A system that works, right? Sunday night when commission's ready to come out and people want to put a lot of people in the system, that it's working, it's stable, right? That commission gets put up Monday morning, right? I talked about one of the leaders here who lives in the United States, and Sunday night got paid, obviously, and Monday morning money was in his bank account, right? So I just want you guys to understand that we're on the right path, but all we have to do is get focused, right? Get that belief up, right? And so this is a very, very special month, guys. It's a brand new start, right? I want you guys to make sure you understand that you can have success in this business. I mean, we have, people in our business that are at the level of legend right now, guys. And guess what? They did it in between 3 to 6 months, $100,000 a month. Can you believe that? And what's stopping you? What's stopping you? Do you guys understand that the system works? If you put somebody in and you get to night, you get paid. If you put more people in and you promote to noble, you get paid. If you get promoted to bishop, you get paid. Right? Do you guys understand that everything you need to get to your success is already in place? Right? The money's out there. Right? It's not in your bank account yet, but it's out there. Do you guys understand that the people that you need to be connected in your network, those 5,000 people that you need for legend, they're out there? They're out there. They're out there today. You can meet them today. You can meet one person today that's connected to to 5,000 people. Right? The people are out there. The lifestyle is out there. Everything you need is out there. All we have to do right now is connect the dots, right? Connect everything. But it starts with us. It starts with our mindset, right? And the one thing I can tell you guys from a leadership perspective, we're committed. Grace and I are committed. Ms. LaWanda Blackwood is committed. The leaders that are on this call are committed, right? So all we need now is your commitment, right, to your business, right? And so as the month of August starts, guys, we want to share with you what our thought process is, right? Because guess what? If you have a traditional business today, would you agree that you're going to have a game plan? How much sales do you want? What type of revenue do you want this month? I've been in the banks for years, and every year they do this stuff, right? They set their game plan, their revenue, how much they want to, how many clients they want, how many customers they want this month. All of these stuff, and our business is no different, right? I woke up this morning early. In fact, my day starts from yesterday, right? Everything that I do, I think about it from the day before. I write it down. What do I need to accomplish for tomorrow? What do I need to accomplish for next week? What do I need to accomplish for next month? And you guys know that, every game plan you have, which if you're brand new, your game plan should be to be a founder. And if you're a founder, your game plan should be to be a knight. If you're a knight, your next game plan should be a noble, and so on and so forth, right? You have a time when you want to get there, and then you start doing the activities, right? And what the activities that you should be doing is a different training. But just understand that the overall mindset is that you get focused on what you need to do. All the other things, all the stress, all the worry, all the frustration, all these things, you have to discipline those, right? Like, a lot of people are just concerned about the accounts and all that kind of stuff, and that's corporate's job. Do you know that my activity never stopped? My activity never stopped. Some people stop coming on calls. They're watching, they're checking emails, they're checking groups, they're doing all these things while I'm working. Our leaders are working, right? Because it's a business. If we stop our business, guess what? Our revenue stops. And so for the next 90 days, guys, we're putting in a massive action plan. And this action plan is going to help our company, it's going to help our business get into what we call momentum. Momentum doesn't just happen, right? It's created. It's created by a bunch of people coming together and they say enough is enough. Everything's working, everything's in place, and it's time to make money. It's time to go create income. And how we do that is collectively, we all push together. We all pull together. We all do the same activity. We're all on the same mission, right? And then guess what happens? Massive success happens. So the next 90 days, August 1st is a commitment, right? It's like you going on a diet, right? Or you're going to go work out for 90 days, right? You want to see certain results, right? You have your goal and then you go for it, right? And so we're going to start a 90-day massive action starting today, right? That massive action, revolves around many different things, right? That we're going to talk about. Part of that is just doing more calls, more Zooms, more exposures, because that's really what creates income, right? The exposures, how many people you talk to, how many people your team talks to, how many people you put on a Zoom call, how many people you send that 10-minute video to, how many people sees your business is really the amount of people that joins your business. And so the bigger your team, right, the bigger your income, the more exposures go out. It's just common sense stuff, right? And so how do we do this, right? Some of you guys are just starting, right? You make a list and you start sharing, right? So we want to create massive actions. You're going to be getting a schedule of all the calls, all the new Zooms that we're going to be doing starting today, right? And then we're going to launch Project 1000. Project 1000 is just wanting to create 1,000 new nobles in our business. And if you're a noble, guys, congratulations. Your job is to help create more nobles in your team, right? And there's a structure to doing that, right? You guys understand that when you come in, you get 3 people, you become a founder, right? You want to get people doing that within 72 hours, right? Within 3 days. And then after that, you want to help those 3 get 3 and they become a noble. Sorry, they become a knight in the business. And a knight is simple, it's 10 people, right? But becoming a noble is 25 people. It's just helping 2 of those people become knights, right? So I want you guys to understand that we're going to launch this project of helping 1,000 people become nobles. And then we're going to do some new country launch, right? And this is something we're going to do anyways, right? But it's a new focus, right? We want to launch 10 new countries next week. And what do we mean by that? It's just really promoting 10 countries that we want to do a launch Zoom call, and we want to get everybody, right, to be aware of that, right? We're going to send out a list of the countries. By the way, guys, do me a favor, right? We have the first country that came up was Grenada, right? And we have some leaders. In fact, we have a big group in Grenada through LaWanda Blackwood and Mr. Roy Lawrence, Mr. Saeed Campbell, and and Ms. Zoe, and also Pastor Happy, and we have got some other groups in Grenada. Big opportunity in Grenada, right? And congratulations to those of you that are on here. But there's some people that actually message me out and say, hey, we want to do a launch call for our team in Grenada. And so we know that there's a massive opportunity to capitalize Grenada big time. And so that call is being proposed for tomorrow night. And so we haven't sent it out yet, but I want you guys to understand that. Now keep that in mind. We're going to send out all the information in, and then every day after that for all of next week, we're going to be doing country launch. So can you guys do me a big favor and just type in the chat, which countries do you have people in your team, and which country would you like to see us do a big, massive launch call for this upcoming week? Just go ahead and type in the chat, and we'll just kind of keep those countries in mind, guys, because this is going to be amazing. And we want to blow this thing up starting today, okay? So go ahead in the chat. Let me just see if anybody is put anything here. Just go ahead in the chat, guys, and just type in, you know, which countries, all right? Jamaica, yes, Jamaica, awesome. Who else? Any other countries, guys, you know, Jamaica, Grenada, Kenya, awesome, awesome. Zimbabwe, great. Anybody else, guys? Which countries do you have people in? Which countries would you like to launch? Regardless if you have people there or not, guys, all you need is one person in that country, and guess what? You can make it happen. Antigua, Barbuda, okay, Trinidad, Tobago, Canada, Nigeria, Congo. Awesome, guys. Anywhere else? The UK. What about the UK? Yes, Clement in the UK. There's still some more, guys. We have 10 countries that we want to focus on, the top 10 countries that we want to launch the next few days here, guys. So excited. This is great. And Canada, of course. And so Ghana, yes. Philippines, awesome. Greece, I love it. Yes, awesome. Let's do it. South Africa. Awesome, awesome. We got people in Cameroon. So we've got a big, big opportunity, guys, to be able to launch these countries. We're going to have a flyer sent out, and we will promote it, and we'll get people to plug in India. Thank you, Sophia. And so this is going to be amazing, guys. And so one of the things I'm really excited about, though, is, you know, we're going to have some surprises and recognition along the way. But I just want you to understand this is just an initial call. But I'm really jacked up about the fact that we want to help 1,000 families get to Noble. And what this means, you know, Pakistan, awesome. And what this means is the fact that we're going to have 1,000 people making an extra $1,000 a month, right? And that's important, guys. So those of you who are already at Noble, congratulations. But the idea now is to be able to help people in your team build their business to Noble. And I believe that it can be done really, really fast. We have the record right now is in 24 hours, right? Somebody did it in 24 hours. So I know in 90 days, we can have a lot of people get to this position of Noble. And what this does, you don't have to focus on Legend. You don't have to focus on Bishop. Just focus on getting people to Noble, right? One step at a time, right? And so in 90 days, guys, I'm telling you, we're putting together a website. We're putting together an Instagram group, which is going to be the Noble Comma Club, right? And your picture, everything's going to be up there of everybody who's hit this rank. And this is going to be amazing because this is a comma club where people are making at least $1,000 a month residual income, right? And so what do we need to do, right? I want to just really kind of wrap up with this, and then I'll bring in a couple of our leaders to be able to share a couple of things. But I want you guys to understand that everything we do, you know, is all about belief. And I heard before that 90% of our success in this industry, that's one of the first things that I heard when I started this in this industry, was that 90%, right? Close to 90% of your success is going to be towards your belief. You know, what is your belief? And the most important belief is in you, right? If you don't believe in you, nothing else matters, right? You can believe in the company, you can believe in the compensation plan, you can believe in the industry, but if you don't believe in you, if you don't believe that you deserve success, if you don't believe that you deserve the money that's available to you and your family, then you're not going to do it. Because I can tell you right now, this is not an easy business. Right? But I worked a job too for 20 years. That was not an easy lifestyle either. Right? But I can tell you that you have to have belief, because a lot of times, guys, if it's not for belief, man, I wouldn't be here. If I didn't believe in myself, if I didn't believe that I deserve success, if I didn't believe that I deserve making 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 a month like other people, I wouldn't be here in this industry. If I didn't believe in myself, I wouldn't be in the industry. I would be still working my job. So I'm going to tell you, you have to believe in you, right? You'll have to, read some books. You have to listen to some tapes on belief, right? Believe in you, right? We can believe in you, but if you don't believe in you, it doesn't matter, right? And then secondly, you got to believe in this industry, right? Every time we talk about this business and we talk about making money, I mean, I think about the amount of people, over $180 billion flowing through the network marketing industry. Over 10,000 companies are using this business concept to move product and services, right? And yet there are people out there today. Can you guys believe it? There are people out there today thinking that this type of stuff is a scam. People out there still thinking that, you know, these type of concepts are pyramid schemes, right? Can you believe that? And yet people are making millions of dollars. People have been earning residual income for the last 10, 15, 20 years in these type of businesses, right? I tell people all the time that, you know, when you look at one of their companies that we're in competition with, I don't say we were in competition with them, but, you know, they've been around for 7 years. When they started, a lot of people don't even know this company. I'm not even calling their name, right? It starts with the I, and then the M, and then the L, right? But I want to tell you, they literally got shut down. Guys, what do? They do Forex trading, education. I just think we have a much better compensation plan. Of course, we have the time in. But guess what? People are still making $500,000 a month in that company. And we're over here in Tradera where people are making $100,000 a month, and a lot of us think that that's a lot of money. And it is. But the reality is, folks, it's nothing compared to what some people make. Right? So I want you to raise your belief in this industry, that if so many people can be making that kind of money, why not you? And then I want you to raise your belief in Tradera, in the company. Guys, if I did not believe in the company, I wouldn't be here. Right? I've been doing calls. I'm telling people I've been doing, you know, at least 3 to 5 Zoom opportunity calls, not personal private calls or doing my own personal stuff. Right? I've been doing 3 to 5 opportunity Zooms every single day, 7 days a week for the last 4 months. Right? Has my belief been shaken? Well, there's always going to be doubts in people's mind, right? But it's the belief that keeps me going. I believe in the company. I believe that they're going to do the right thing. I believe that the money they've invested in the infrastructure, right, is because they're thinking long term. Right? And so everything else, I just have faith that everything else is going to work out. And this past week, guys, this past 2 weeks have proved me right, that, you know, things are going to work out. And I've seen leaders, right? I've seen people who you know, have fear and doubts that limit them, limit their action, limit their money, limit their movement, limit their success because they don't have the belief, right? They allow belief and doubt to creep into them, right? To creep into their mind in terms of the company, in terms of themselves. And all I'm going to tell you guys is get strong, right? Believe in Tradera. Because I believe this company is going to be around for the next 5 years, the next 10 years, the next 20 years. And can you imagine being involved in the first few months, right? What's your life going to look like, right? You know, what's your lifestyle going to look like? And so I just want you guys to understand that we have the opportunity of a lifetime. I truly believe that, right? And because of that belief, I'm taking action. I'm taking massive action because a lot of you guys don't understand that your belief is 100% tied to your success. 100%. So if your belief is 100% tied to your success, would you want a big belief or would you want to have a small amount of belief? Right? Big belief gives you big income because it gives you that confidence. And guess what? When you have confidence, you take action. Right? More belief, more action, more results. Right? Shaken belief, right? Very limited belief. Guess what? You're going to take limited action. You're going to promote the business less. You're going to plug in less. You're going to do less. And then guess what? People quit because they're not doing anything. They're not making money. Right? If you're not building your business, you're out of business. And so I just want you guys to understand that regardless of what's going on, you got to block up the noise and let's go to work, right? We need you to be plugged into this game plan, this roadmap, this big project that we have that's coming up this month, right? We need you. And so, guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. We got people in the UK, we got people in South Africa, we got people in the United States, we got people in Canada, we got people all over the world, Trinidad, everybody that's on this call, and I appreciate you. So, LaWanda, what I want to do is just kind of turn it back over to you for a quick second. I don't know if you have a few nuggets or anything you want to share with everybody, and have us just kind of start this month off strong, get excited, and go share our excitement, guys, because that's really what gets people moving when they see the excitement in us, right? So, Ms. Blackwood, are you there?
Yes, sir. I wouldn't miss it. I'm all in and I'm in to win it. Wow. What an amazing, amazing just training. I mean, like, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what? You got to get in shape. Not just our bodies, not just our finances, but we got to get our minds in shape, right? So we can go to work and so that we can obtain the things that I hope you know that you well deserve. So Mr. Clifton Wright says, massive action. Wow, massive action. Massive action definitely means a massive bank account. That's right. If you take massive action, ladies and gentlemen, you've got to know without a shadow of a doubt, you're going to see some massive activity. You got to do massive activity, but you're going to have a massive, massive change in your bank account. And I'm going to talk about money. That's right, because we're here in business and every business is in business to make a profit. Here in this team, they always say profit over wages. That's right, profit over wages. And it wins every single time. So I just want to say, wow, you hear me running. I'm excited. I'm pumped up. I'm pacing the floor because I'm thinking of, yep, I'm going to be there too. I'm going to be at the Legends table. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? That's my belief. That's my belief. And just like Mr. Clifton Wright said, he says, you're going to act on what you believe. So if you're going to believe that you can just be a founder, come on, guys. Come on. We're here to stretch you. You can be more than a founder. You can be more than a knight. You can be more than just a duchess. Come on, JD, I'm talking to you straight up. You can do that because you know what? You know that you deserve it. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm excited about what's going down right now. We will, like Mr. Clifton Wright says, you will hear and see the schedule. We're going to launch these countries. We are not joking. Like he said, we are focused, committed, and totally driven in winning. Our 2020 would definitely end not the same way it began. Let's be clear. I'm going to say it again. Your 2020, if you go to work and you lock arms with us, and if you can just, like he always say, just borrow our belief, because we believe, because it's happening. And we believe even on higher grounds because we're ready to go to our next levels. But we're not going to do it by ourselves. We are a team. Together, everyone is going to achieve more. So lock arms with us. I want you to put down on a sheet of paper right now. I need you to write down your vision. I need you to say the date that you're going to become a founder. I need you to write the date that you're going to become knight. Because the book I read says, write the vision and make it plain. So when you write the vision and make that plain, you know what that means? That means you're setting a goal. You are setting a goal. Because if you just sit around every day, say, okay, I'm gonna be noble. Okay, I'm gonna be noble. Really? Let me tell you, what you think upon, you act upon. And what you act upon, you create your world. So you need to create your world knowing to know that if Miss Megan Lynch can get to legend in 4 months, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you, she put her pants on the same way we do. Big up to the one Megan for her work ethics, but you got to make some changes in your life. What is it that you're willing to sacrifice for a season to reach the goals that you want to reach? What is it? Is it hanging out with your friends? Is it just chatting on the phone, getting alerts from emails and text messages, and you can be getting alerts making money from your Tradera trade accounts? Is it just sitting around every time something happened or there's a little hiccup in our business, you jump on the chat rooms and you chat to everybody about it? What are you doing? No, you've got to stay focused. You know what? You got to mind the simple disciplines. Each and every day, you need to wake up and you need to open up your mouth. You need to speak life into your situation. Death and life is in the power of the tongue. What is it that you're saying? What is it you're saying? Just because he's saying it, she's saying it, it don't really matter. What matters is what you say. What are you going to do? And I want to encourage each and every one of you, do not let a small word as in and an O, in, think about it, in and an O. It's just a 2-letter word, it's so small. Do not let the no stop you from moving forward. Because guess what? You got to have the no's in order to get the yes. You're going to see the no's on the journey of success. They're just there. What do? You just crush it, step on it, and keep moving. So I want to encourage each and every one of you. What are you going to do? Write the vision, get an accountability partner, get your your partner, your upline, I like to say business partner, let them know the date that you're going to hit your rank so that we can keep each other accountable. So we can say, hey, how's your day going? Hey, you need some help. Hey, you need me to do a three-way? You know, let's do that together in oneness, because I'm telling you, once again, we are focused, committed, and driven in creating 1,000 nobles within the next 90 days. Do you know how fast 90 days go? I just looked up and I said, oh my goodness, this is August. I remember it was just the end of March, early April when I just got started. Wow, time is flying, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm here to tell you the coronavirus, it will end. I don't know when, but listen, this is the perfect time to do the business. We are quarantined. What are you gonna do? Just sit down in the house and watch TV? No, man. You're gonna work your business. You're gonna work your business. That's what you're gonna do. I'm telling you, that's what you're gonna do. Because some of you still have employee mindset and you need folks to tell you what you're gonna do. So I'm here to tell you right now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna write the vision down. What is that vision? That's the date you're gonna hit your rank, the date. What are you gonna do? You've gotta do the activity to hit the goal. That's what you're gonna do. You gotta say, I remember we used to work together years ago. We learned this. I used to work with Mr. Clifton Wright and his wife, Grace Wright, and we would go on a telephone marathon. And we would say, okay, guys, we're gonna do 50 calls by the end of the day, right? Because you go to work and you sit down for people 8 hours a day and you committed. Don't call me on the phone and talk. Don't look at social media, because you know what would happen. You probably get written up, right? Let's just keep it real. Why can't you take 2 hours? Just say 1 hour. Let's start off in baby steps, 1 hour, and you make a list of people to call and you just beat the phone, beat the phone, beat the phone, beat the phone. But I'm here to tell you, they said, in order to get your yes, you got to go through at least 10 no's. So don't get discouraged and don't get dismayed. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to write the amount of calls you're going to do on a daily basis, or say within the week time, whenever your schedule permits, and you keep that focus and you drive that phone. You drive that phone and you call the folks to get on the calls. We do calls every single night at 8 o'clock p.m. It's no excuse. No excuse, because all you have to do is invite, right? The biggest inviter will be the biggest business builder. All right. So then what are you going to do? You're going to invite them. And then after that, what do? You got a three-way. You got to take yourself out of the position. You got to edify the person you're going to put them on the call with and let them answer and close down your deal for you. Three-way, 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 right? All right, you guys got that? Okay. And then guess what's going to happen? You're going to look up and you're going to reach your goals, because you can't just say it, you can't just write it, but it's all about your activity. Massive action creates massive bank accounts. All right, so you guys ready? All right, I can hear you through the phone saying, yes, yes, let's go, LaWanda. Yes, yes, let's go. Let's hit the goals. Because when you're a noble, what you want to do, you want to create more nobles in your account. That's right, more nobles in your organization. And like Mr. Clifton Wright says, wow, we are definitely going to do some recognition. I've had the opportunity of working with him and his wife for years. And when I say we had a blast, we had a lot of fun, and you will definitely be able to enjoy the fun, excitement that we know how to give some recognition parties. Let me tell you, wow, you're going to see it soon, and we're going to all be together shortly as soon as this coronavirus leaves. But right now, we're going to do it and use what we have. We have technology. It's the new life we live, because you can't do business the old way in this new economy. You got to change. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are you going to do today? You're going to work. You're going to move. You're going to create what you need to create to become at least a noble. And if you are a noble, once again, congratulations, and take it up to your Duchess. You can do it. You can do it. And if you say you can, we agree with you. And when agreements come together, that's power. We stand in agreement with you. You shall reap. You shall reap. All right, so I'm excited. I'm about to make my own calls, because even though I am where I am right now in my position, I'm in the trenches. Don't play with me. I'm going to go talk to some folks, and I too am going to put some people in my organization personally as well. All right, Mr. Rice, so you know I'm excited. I don't know if you want to take this call away from me.
I'm excited too, LaWanda, and it's funny because they always tell us that legend is not the biggest or the highest paid position in our company, right? It's leadership, right? It just so happens that, obviously if you take the bigger your leadership skills, you're going to get to legend. And so we always teach leadership, and guess what? Everybody can become a leader, because a leader is just somebody that leads, right? Somebody that takes charge. And so we have to do what we do. People do what we do, not what we say. And so I've already made my list, guys, and I tell people all the time that, regardless of the money I make, I'm always sharing the business, because people do what you do. If you want your team to explode, guess what? You have to show them that you're doing the work. And so I'm doing mine. I've got my list done. I signed up one personal person yesterday. I have a bunch I'm working on for myself, because my goal is to put 10 new enrollments direct to me, right? Or whether direct to me or not, but I personally bring those people into the business this month. And then on top of everything else that I'm doing. So folks, I'm not just saying it, I'm doing it. And you want to do that. You want to lead by example. Like Ms. Blackwood said, is really going out and do it. And so those of you that are not yet at Noble, what do you want to do first? Not create a Noble, you want to become Noble. And so the first step is obviously understand what it takes to get to Noble, right? And we're going to post that out there. Make sure that you guys understand you need 10, 10, 5, obviously in 3 legs, right? And you need to be active. So what do? Everybody that's on this call right now, this is what I would do, is I would get off the call, I would log into my back office, right? And I make sure I'm active, right? You have to be active. You got to be an active client, right? And if you got 3 or more people in your direct to you, then you need to get activated as an IBO. Pay your $15 and you become an IBO, so you can start seeing your downline, seeing your team, right? So that's the first thing. If you are active, then the next thing you want to do is go ahead and make sure everybody that you've personally enrolled in this business, that they are active. That's what leaders do. That's what I do. Right? And so how do you do that? When you log into your back office, you're going to go under IBO, right? And then you want to click on My Team, or you'll click on Personal Enrollees, right? And you're going to see everybody that you personally enroll. And you want to look at their status. In fact, you're going to click on the last time that they paid, and you're going to be able to see the last time they actually paid their membership. Do you guys understand that leadership is work, right? But that's where you make the most money. Because a lot of times people have their team and they haven't even checked who's active and who's not. I mean, this is all about being a leader and being a business owner, right? Remember what I talked about initially. And so when you look at each person that you personally enroll, you click on the last time they paid, right? And you will see that if they haven't paid in the last 28 days, then you need to reach out to them and say, hey, John, guess what? I'm seeing that you're not active. It's a brand new month, and we're going to create 1,000 Nobles. And so you want to tell them you're excited, man. You want to help them get activated by purchasing that client membership or the IBO, whichever one they need to, right? You've got to take an inventory in your business, right? And then, and everything is all done, people are active, then you want to get rolling towards your list, right? If you need to sponsor a few more people, great. In fact, I suggest everybody go and sponsor a few new people, right? New blood, right? New people. And then from there, you start helping your team, plugging into the calls that we do. Tonight, another Zoom call at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. For those of you in the UK, we've got a 10-minute video that you can share, right? All the tools are here, guys. The system is there. It's just plugging people in. And then once people see information, they have to talk to your upline. They have to. We call it a 3-way call. It's part of the system. We're not talking about that today on this call. But just understand that, there is a way to do this business, guys, and it's focused work. Just like what LaWanda said, when you go to work for 8 hours, you focus on somebody else's business. But when you're in this business, people do not put away 10 hours a week. They do not put away even, I promise you guys, even if you did 2 hours a week, but it's focused hours on your business, you can have incredible results. Incredible. The biggest problem is that most people don't set aside time to do their business, right? And guess what? The people who are leaders are the one that makes the most money, not only in Tradera, not only in network marketing, in life. right? Look at somebody who's making big money and let me know if they're a leader. They're in some type of leadership capacity. And so on our calls that we do on Saturday, guys, I want you guys to understand, we want to develop leaders because leaders make big money, right? How do you get in front of the room? How do you get on a Zoom call? How do you do some training? How do you lead people? All of us can develop that. I went from being a shy guy, you could not even get me to talk to two people, in front of two people, right? But when your skill set gets better, when you get better, everything else gets better. You're including your income. And so, guys, we're excited about the month of August. We are going to hit our goal, right? This Project 1000 is a goal, right? It's not going to be done by myself or by Miss LaWanda Blackwood by herself, but collectively as a team. And your input is important. Who's going to be the next noble? Who's going to be the first noble? Some of you guys are already close, right? Do an inventory. Where are you? What do you need to do to get to noble? And then you start helping other people. Guys, thank you so much for spending your Saturday with us, right? You know, I want you guys to understand that we're in this together, right? We're here to help you, right? You always are going to know where I am, right? Every day, right? Where my Zoom calls are, right? What we're doing. And so just understand that we're with you along the journey. And we've planted our flag. Right? Why? Because we believe in Tradera. We believe in this complex. We believe in this success vehicle. And I know we're going to do it together. So, Ms. Blackwood, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate your leadership. I appreciate each and every one of you guys are on the call. Guys, let's go out and have a massive, massive day. But even more importantly, guys, let's have a massive month of August. Thank you guys so much. And let me open up, just say goodbye to everybody.
Amazing training, Clifton. Have a nice day.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate each and every one of you.
Thank you, Coach Cliff. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys.
Thank you for such an awesome session today. I really learned a lot and it was very empowering. Do continue the awesome work that you all are doing.
Thank you. Have a great weekend, guys. Let's kill it. Let's get it.